Yeah, you know what it is. Exclusive episode of ROC Solid Podcast. Yours truly, Memphis Bleek, live from Cognac, France, man. Château de Cognac. And this is brought to you by Advanced Productions, my guys holding me down. But let's toast to my partner, Puzo in the building, a.k.a. Tommy Vegan.
Yes, sir.
When you see this sign, that means the mafia is in the building.
Magnifique.
We in here, man. What's up, my guy?
Magnifique, man. Nothing, man. Just it's an honor to be here, to be honest with you, on this journey.
Back again. We was just here in September.
That's right, during the Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying? We was here in September during the Super Bowl. We didn't make it to New Orleans, and it's crazy that all the flowers, everything was dead. It was cold. We was running around, but we had to come to the Chateau. But why I got my guy Tommy Vegan on with me right now, man, because he's a very, very important person when it comes to this brand, do say. Because when we first launched the brand, who got the call, Pools?
We started this, like I said, it was the opportunity of a lifetime. What year was it, actually? 2012, I want to say?
Yeah, it was 12 years ago. We in 2026, so yep, 2012, 2014.
And you had run up to the office to talk to Jay. And the rest was history, I think. From there, you said I needed the opportunity to work and do something different. The music thing was in and out. Like you weren't really into it at that time.
No, don't keep it clean. Tell me that shit was dried up like the well.
You could say that part.
The music was dry. They wasn't checking for Bleek.
But I was just in the right place at the right time. I had driven you to the office that day.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you came out with the bottle, if I believe I'm correct, right? And you said we need to start making some moves.
Yo.
And then voila.
It's crazy.
Voila.
Let me tell y'all that's real scenario. So I called Jay. I tell him, hey, yo, Jay, the music ain't going down. I need something else, man. I wanna try something outside of being an artist. And he was like, yo, you ready to work? Man, you can't be showing up to the meeting smelling like weed, Bleek.
Right,
you can't be sleep at the meetings, wilding out. So I'm like, nah, man, this ain't Bleek. This is Malik. I really, really need a shot, bro. Give me some. So he like, all right, I got something for you. Come to the office. You show me the bottle. We take a shot. And he like, Bleek, you think you can move this? And I'm like, of course. Now, Pools was downstairs because at this time, the office was just built. And remember, they didn't have the parking lanes they got for us now.
Just started
so
up.
Pools was holding it down so we didn't get a $225 ticket. Right. That's how they bang you in New York. $225 or $125, one of those.
That part.
So Jay gave me the bottle. I'm like, yo, you know me, I'm a hustler. I used to sell fireworks, crack, whatever. I could move this. So he like, show me what you could do. I go downstairs to the car. I show Puzo the bottle. I'm like, yo, Pools, Hov said if we could move this and turn this up, we could take over. Pools said, I got you, Bleek.
Yeah, from there, I mean, it's like the wheels turned, you know?
I'm not even going to take the credit because all I did was seal the deal. But Pools said, yo, I'm going to make one call to my man Mateo. No, what's his name?
Fernando Mateo, yeah. Shout out Fernando Mateo. Yeah,
Mateo.
He's uptown.
So now, mind you, I didn't know who he was. Tell him who Mateo
Fernando
was.
Mateo, he's just the guy uptown. If you know, you know. He ran all the cabs services. He owned La Marina, which was the biggest club at the time. La Marina wasn't even a marina. It was just a club.
It was just the West Side
Highway. They were just building it, right?
And they was just opening it.
He was getting ready to launch, you know, at the right time. So we had brought the spot to him. Yeah.
So Pools off the rip called me, Bleek. My man uptown got a new club called La Marina. He want to buy 100 cases. You got to come here. You got to meet me up here right now. So I'm like, all right, let's shoot up there. I get to the meeting. It's the representative for the NYC Taxi Cab Commission.
Yeah,
it's like anything ever happened in NYC with a taxi, he was on the news.
He's the guy, right?
I don't know Spanish, so you know. But that's where he was like, and he was going hard, representing for the Dominicans. Anybody, any immigrant, Mexican, Dominican, any Latin descent, he was representing. So to see him at the meeting was like, Puzo, for Duce, how the hell you know the cab dude, the taxi dude?
Shout out Gordo and Vic Medina too, on that journey.
And he wanted to buy 100 cases. His whole thing was, yo, I'm like, yo, you buy 100 cases, I guarantee Jay gonna pull up. Right. Remember at this time, I'm like, yo, you gotta have a boat dock built because Jay want to come in on a yacht.
He said, what was it gonna take to get Jay here? And then we said,
100 cases in the boat dock.
100 cases, yeah.
100 cases in the boat dock.
Right.
We never got the boat dock, but we got the 100 cases moving. And you know what's so iconic about the 100 cases? Because when they first started Douce, there was no salary, there was no, yo, you gonna make this much a month,
commission.
you gonna do nothing. It was commission. It was like, yo, for every case you move, Bleek, we gonna give you $50 off a case. So mind you, Puzo went.
I went
and
crazy
sold
with
$100 off the rip.
I went crazy with it.
So then I called my bro, Uncle B.I., Brooklyn. Liquor store, we've been going to our whole life.
Hit up Brooklyn.
You know what I mean? Shout out my dog, Mike, over there. You know what I mean? Myrtle Ave got the liquor store booming our whole life. Go talk to Mike. Mike bought 100. Then I called my dog, Fred C., out Vegas.
That's it. Expansion.
The Palms Casino
Time to expand.
went on the list.
Time to expand.
I got a call to the office. You know what they said? Bleek, we can no longer give you commission. You bleeding us dry. We gonna give you a salary and we gonna hold you there,
now
baby.
you have to keep in
continue
mind.
doing your thing, though.
You have to keep in mind that was 2012. So
Yo.
fast forward here, we're in 2026, and to be here at the Chateau is something that you can't even describe. So,
but I just wanted to bring them through the journey,
incredible.
like back in the day.
Right?
Like,
Oh yeah, the beginning.
Remember,
yeah, from
like
the beginning, right?
I don't like bringing up other brands, and I'm not gonna name other brands, but it was difficult to get Douce popping. Remember, it was another brand out there paying bars, clubs, and restaurants not to put us on the show.
Right.
So we had to deal with all of that. You know what I'm saying? And like, think about it. We even had haters on our team. I even had ambassadors that would find out I got a certain account. Remember, we got Love and Lust in Brooklyn.
A lot of jealousy.
Yo, we had another Douce ambassador who went to the club and told the promoter, yo, don't deal with Bleek. He's a rapper, man. You want to buy Douce, come to me.
They didn't take you serious as an entrepreneur yet. You know what I mean?
Pools, man. The ride has been crazy.
Right.
How much Douce you done had in your trunk?
Oh, God, it was like selling out of my trunk, like bootlegging. You know what I mean? At that time, 2012, it wasn't distributed yet. So we had bottles coming from here, cognac. And then when you get to, I highly recommend if you get to come out here and come on a tour, and just experience this entire.
This is amazing. Look how far we came.
This entire, the way that it's made, the way that everything is done here is unique, and that's what makes it special. So I don't think Douce is really in competition with anybody else because of the history of the castle and the way that everything is done here. It's just different.
Young Pools.
It's a history. It's a history lesson. It really is, and I'm a nerd for that. So, like I said, the energy. Just when you come here, if you get a chance to visit Château de Cognac. Highly recommend the tour, and the people here, everyone here is incredible. So shout out to Advanced Productions and all the people that work at the museum.
Yo, but you said it like we about to log off, man.
No, not logging off. I just got here to meet everybody, so I'm still blown away by the whole
Tommy Vegan
background.
Is in his element.
No, I am.
He's in relaxed. I wish you would have saw Tommy Vegan in Paris.
It's a certain kind of energy here,
You know what I'm saying?
It's different than being in New Jersey and New York, where we're from. So
where we mob and mashing on them.
it's a different energy here. So
what's the energy? Tell me, you lit?
We lit right now, just left Paris and did a couple days there. I know you had your daughter at Disney.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Real
we did
boss,
that.
real boss.
It's like
these guys out here talking about, yo, Jay, man.
It's like a workation for you though.
Yo, when they gonna take their kids or their girl out?
Listen, I don't know.
Don't worry about what.
Not sure about that.
Ain't worry about the rap side.
No.
Tell me the family side. But Disneyland,
Just like I said, and I was out here when I was younger at 21. I didn't get to really experience Paris. And then running around, with you on tour everywhere, being able to come back here and experience it as an adult, it's a whole different vibe.
Yo, but let's give them some history about you, man. Thank God everything is legal now. Rest in peace to my bro, Ralph. Ralph was my dog. If you seen Ralph here video, he the reason the doors was up in the truck.
That's right.
He gave me all the whips, laced all my whips
Ralph
up with my
rings.
guy. But he used to brag about this guy who had good weed in Jersey. He used to be like, yo, my bro Puzo, he got that fire, Bleek. I'm telling you, you gotta meet him. So one day we ride bikes, going to Bear Mountain. And he like, yo, my boy live right over here, Bleek, let's stop by the crib. I'm like, all right, I need some weed, let's pull up. The one time my guy Tommy Vegan actually had good weed.
That's how you're gonna drop that?
The first day I met him, the pack was fire. Me and my man Safi, shout out Safi, we was pulling up to the crib buying zips. I think you lost that connect because you fell off.
No, not at all.
What happened?
You're just you're a connoisseur, so it's hard to keep a client like you happy all the time. You know what I mean? Because you have a different kind of you know, taste bud for the bud. You know, so it's different. You're very hard to keep satisfied in that department because I feel like you're traveling all over the world. So you have the opportunity to smoke on all kinds of exotic stuff.
Yeah, I recognize trash.
Personally, I'm only. What do you mean?
I recognize trash.
How'd I go from such a great thing to such a trash thing?
I just asked, did you lose your connect?
What do you think? I'm baiting and switching on you?
I don't know. I thought you lost the connect.
We don't do that.
But now I'm the connect. Like, you see how life works? He started out as my
I love
connect.
how you flipped it on that.
Now I'm your connect.
Well, there's an element of truth to that, though, if you think about it, because what you and Fred built with Mine Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mine Right Exotics, you know what I mean?
Smoking heavy. You did surpass me because you guys actually started growing your own. So I never had an opportunity.
Shout out Black Market.
I never really had an opportunity. I was always trying to pay someone to do it for me. You know what I mean? So when you guys, I saw you building that part of the business.
This is why we connect, because you know they used to say back in the days when Hydro and shit first came out,
right?
Who had it? The white boys.
Right,
So
we
you
did.
know what
We did have
me.
it. You're right about that.
Look at my guy.
But you would know better because you know it started in Holland, started in Amsterdam. So, you know, those old growers, Jack Herrer, Northern Lights, all those old strands, they came from Holland.
You know
and then what happened is they migrated over to California.
And
so
then now Cali took over.
So you know about that. You've been in Amsterdam how many times in your life?
4 million times.
Yeah, 4 million. And
Just like
that's not even
Paris,
yeah.
3 million times.
Right.
I've been to Cognac twice.
Right.
So we gotta add some more time.
We should talk about that too. So we were out here during the Super Bowl. We gotta bring that one back. And then we got to take the tour here. It was absolutely incredible. Once again, I can't stop talking about it because of how incredible it is. That being said, I said, how can I get Bleek back here? To to do some kind of an event or do something. So lo and behold, Sullivan, shout out Sullivan, put us on.
That's right.
There's a music festival in Cognac, July 2nd. So I said to myself, we got to make this happen because I don't think a hip hop artist, let alone an artist, has ever performed at the Château Cognac. So that being said, it's history being made here. And then, we were able to make this happen. So shout out Sullivan for having us
You know what I'm saying?
and making this happen. But the music festival, I'm most excited to see because last time we were here it was cold. We didn't get to really enjoy the scenery
we got
of
no
Cognac.
shorts now. You know what I mean? I got on my East Hampton gear.
Right.
I never
As you
even
can
been
see
to the
behind
Hamptons.
us, the river.
Right.
So the drop is beautiful here.
Yo.
So I'm excited for that.
I'm glad you're excited because you know you're the hype man.
I know, listen, we talked about this. I know pretty much like 90% of your lyrics. So in my head, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I could be an artist one day.
You could be the hype man tomorrow. I want to see how you gonna hold it down.
I got a team of people.
We was rehearsing, right? On the back, we rehearsing. My man was helping me because I forgot some of the lyrics, but he like, yo, I know all the lyrics. So he helping me.
That's not my lane.
I was telling him he was 1 second behind.
That's
like,
not I'm always gonna be because I'm a fan, man, at the end of the day. So
I
grew up listening to your music, Ja Rule, all that coming up. So Nori, like I grew up on all that music. So at the end of the day, that to me, I know every single line of all those tracks you can play, but I never performed, so I'll never be able to. People don't realize that's one thing. I've been on the road with you forever.
That's
how difficult it is.
What's your favorite trip with me? We've been everywhere.
Oh man,
what's your favorite?
There's a lot of them, bro. There's a lot of them.
My favorite, I'm gonna let you answer it. What was your favorite trip?
For me, it was Aruba, just because that was right around the time you were about to get married. And it wasn't really any work stuff involved. We were able to just, chill out, see the island, kind of vibe, relax, drink Douce, all that.
Boo, Sandman,
Nah.
Sandman, boo.
Why are you saying that?
Nah, the latest trip we've been on is Canada.
Toronto with Superstar J.
I don't know who we was
Vancouver,
with.
Toronto.
You went with me, but when we got to the border, I was with you.
Actually, as a matter of fact, you wouldn't have got in the country if it wasn't for me because...
That's what I said. You went with me, but when we got to the border, I was with you.
We won't get too specific.
No, get specific. Because they don't want to let me in. This is when we was illegal. So I used to, no bull, right? I'm going to tell y'all, real quick recap. I used to get locked up for weed every week in New Jersey. In my town, there was a captain who had, I don't know.
Shout out Exit 117.
He just didn't like me. Whenever he seen my car, pull that shit over. So I remember telling this cop, yo, I'm not the average dude. I don't sell drugs in your community. I'm just coming through and you just for some reason always pulling me over. I got no problem with y'all.
Straight harassment.
Straight harassment. So I called my lawyer and I told him. He says the chief not supposed to be fucking with you. So the chief, we went, my lawyer, sued them, did this for harassment. He got fired. Long story short, here we go, going to Canada. All his charges fucked me up. They didn't want to let me in Canada because they said, you got too many charges. Right. Go home.
Let me take over from that part. So I'm at the window and we're talking to the lady for immigration. And they're like, well, your friend is definitely not coming into the country because he has, 50 arrests for marijuana and that's not happening. So I was, he's about to curse her out and
I was going crazy. Fuck this place.
I said, Bleek, please stand aside.
Some bullshit.
Please stand aside. Let the Italian handle it. I had a little talk with the lady. I got her supervisor over. I said he's got to perform with Jay. I made up a whole story. I don't even think we're on tour with Jay or anything.
We wasn't. We were
I just made
ourselves.
up a whole. Yeah, I think I made up a whole story that he has to perform with Jay. I'm gonna get fired.
Yeah, we was with Superstar Jay.
I made up a whole story about a bunch of stuff. But anyway, eventually they let us in the country.
Word.
And I pulled my finesse. You know what I mean? And I made that happen. We were with Superstar Jay too, and then we took the whole tour. So we were in Toronto, I believe. Then we went to Winnipeg. We did a couple tracks.
Shout out P. Silva.
Shout out P. Silva in Winnipeg.
Had us in the trap.
We did a couple tracks in the snow.
That's my favorite trip. Because Superstar Jay even bring that trip up to this day where he
legendary,
like, yo, Bleek.
Legendary.
I ain't know where you was taking us.
Yeah, it was.
We went to the
I think it was five cities in 6 days. I think it was, and it was exhausting.
We did Winnipeg, Edmonton, a bunch of. We did the coldest place you could ever go besides Finland. Finland too.
Yeah, no, Winnipeg is -5, -6, sub temperatures. But a lot of people don't realize you're an exhausting person, bro. Since we're gonna break it down and get raw with it.
How that happened?
What do you mean? But going on tour with you is exhausting. So let that be known. It's not a time like you think you get to enjoy the cities and have a good time. With Bleek, get up, we gotta go. Get up, we gotta go. It's nonstop. So it's an exhausting process. So since you want to go through it, people probably get the wrong misconception of what it is.
Tell them
we're not in Toronto relaxing, hanging out, playing Drake. There's none of that. You go to bed, you sleep for 3 hours, and your door's getting kicked in. There's no grace period. So it's work. It's always work.
I don't think nobody could do the work we did. We did 5 cities in one day.
It was like I said, it was
just in New Jersey. Remember, we just did 5 cities in one day. Remember. Not even. We did.
But the Baltimore DMV joint? Yeah.
We did Brooklyn. Remember, we started in Brooklyn, went to Manhattan, shot 2 podcasts.
Delaware.
Drove to Delaware to meet somebody, to do a walkthrough at a grow.
Right.
Drove to DC to go test mine right new product.
Right.
Drove back to Delaware for another walkthrough of a grow.
Exactly.
Drove to New Jersey, shot another podcast.
Nonstop, right.
Drove to New York, shot a video with Smoke DZA.
Right.
And then woke up at 7 a.m. the next day to fly to another city to repeat it all again. This is how we move.
Mileage is different. The mileage is different, you know what I mean? But it started in cars. Now you're really up in the air now, though. So it's elevation, man. But like I said, behind the scenes, a lot of people don't realize the work that goes into it to prepare to get to this point. You know what I mean? So, it's hours and hours in the car, hours and hours on the phone, hours and hours of nonstop. So that part, I salute you, because if it wasn't for the hard work, we definitely wouldn't be here. So and this position wasn't given to you either. Let that be known. I've been on the road with you forever.
Oh no, I had to earn it. Jay thought I was going. I'm on your show now, but to give you your flowers. That's what's so funny. Jay thought I was gonna play with this. That I wasn't gonna take Duce serious. His whole thing was, I know you're gonna show up to a meeting high.
You can't blame
they gonna call me.
You can't
You're gonna miss meetings. They gonna call me. He said, I'm just waiting for it, Bleek. I went man, this is my shit now.
You can't blame him, because he's known you since you were a kid. So it's the same way you hire, like you gave, and that's another thing. You gave a lot of people positions and jobs and opportunities and other things, not just Duce, but the Duce thing, it opened up my lane for me. I mean, I made a huge, you know,
You was Douce
name for
Cruz
myself
at
just through
first
through
on the
that lane.
brand.
Yeah, it was Douce Mafia. You know, that was the original thing that we coined.
Remember we made remember that. I remember telling Jay to give us the budget to make the clothes.
Douce Mafia ones.
And
right.
he told me,
yeah, we had them.
nobody ain't gonna wear no liquor brand on their chest. And I was like, what?
Right, that part.
Remember, we went and made the Douce Mafia hats, then we made the Douce Mafia shirts, and he came back and was like...
A cease and desist.
Yeah, he came back to me and was like...
cease and desist.
Okay, you on to something.
Yeah, right.
You on to something, little bro. We started this whole movement. That's why it's an honor to have you on this with me. When
I appreciate that, man.
Live at the Château. Come on, Château de Cognac,
I appreciate that, man.
This castle was built in 1030.
Yeah, 10th century.
It's almost 1,000 years ago.
And then fast forward, Sullivan will be on next, I believe.
Yes.
To give us a little bit of a breakdown.
Give y'all a history of the cognac, of the castle.
It's incredible. Yeah,
just to break down everything.
Yeah, not to give away too much.
We don't want to give too much, but I want you to understand what this brand really means, because this brand is coming to take over.
No, it really is made with love. I mean, you come take the tour, yeah.
At first, we came to conquer the darks. We did that. All dark-skinned niggas collide. All dark-skinned fam, you with me? Lock in. We did that. Now we coming for the whites. Anything you mix tequila, anything you mix vodka with, you put this in it, you change your life. Bet you never had a Douce pina colada, never had a Douce margarita, you never had a Douce sidecar, never had a Douce...
Dear Summer.
You know what I'm saying?
What about Dear Summer?
Just know, we not playing, if I do say so myself. All right, you already know what it is. Yours truly, Bleek. We back at it. ROC Solid Podcast live. Château de Cognac, man. We out here. Cognac, France. Welcome, my guy.
My
My man, Sullivan, the best ambassador, the brand ambassador, the best mixologist, and one of my very, very good friends, man. You know, I met you over a glass of Douce, and we built a very, very genuine, great relationship where we talk. Next, we just got to get our kids together because you in Florida. That's the next step. But
family.
Last time, you gonna know my guy. He definitely popped up on us at the live Douce event, Roots Picnic. Sullivan was there. But this time, we get the real history of the brand. We here, like I said, man, we at Château de Cognac in Cognac, France, and this is all about Douce. And what better way to get the history and the history of the Chateau, the history of France, and the purpose and importance of cognac from none other than you, my brother.
Wow,
the best man to do it.
That is an introduction.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
You know, man, it's good to see you again at the Château.
I got you, man. You the best dressed man. Like, I gotta get like you. Don't worry. 10 more pounds. 10 more pounds. I'm going down.
Like, you know, like that's quality, that's premium. I need to look as good as the brand, right?
You know what I'm saying? That's right. You looking good, my brother, for sure.
But yeah, now we are at the Château de Cognac, full of history.
Man.
I'm happy that you are back here because we were here like 4 months ago.
Yes.
Winter time, it was cold, it was dry. Now you can see cognac in a
it was no grapes on the trees.
It was no
It's grapes on the trees. Everywhere you go now, it's grapes. I see why they call it cognac.
You see, because like the grapes are starting right now, we're going to harvest them in September, and then we're gonna start making cognac. Should we dive into what is cognac? You know, that's the thing. Like,
let's get into it. Let's break it down. What is cognac?
What is cognac, my good friend?
What is cognac? People don't even know what they drinking. They drink it, they love it. They don't even know what it is. So give them some science. Give them some history to it, man.
How deep in the story do we go?
Let's go deep. Let's go
deep.
They might say pause where I'm from, but shit, women love when you go deep.
So let's go deep for the women and the men to understand what is cognac. So we have to situate the space. Right now we're in Cognac, France, in the southwest part of France.
That's right.
About like 400 kilometers of Paris. I don't know how much it is in miles, but it's down in the south.
Listen, in miles it's about a good, I'd say probably like 500 and some change, because it's what, 5 hours and 45 minutes by car? Yeah, so it's about 600 miles almost.
No, we don't drive as fast as you do. Like, I think that would be like 200 miles. 230, 240. But so we're in the south of France, like not far from Bordeaux. This region was part of the Roman Empire during the 3rd century. And they noticed, we're talking about history. You told me go deep, right?
That's right, the 3rd century, man.
They noticed the soil was really fertile, and they're like, let's just start to grow grapes in the region. So this became kind of a wine region. Fast forward, we go to the 12th, 13th century. We had an issue with the marshland just up the coast of France. And we didn't know how to clear the flooding, so we called the Dutch that had some technique to help us do that. So they came, they helped us out there, and they started to trade the goods of the region up there. So we had a good quality of salt. They started to trade the salt. Because Dutch have been trading everything in the world. That's what they've been
That's
good
why,
at.
because they the ones smoking that bud. They had all the mental ideas. Let's go. We got you. You need help? Light up one. We got the plan. Let's go. So I love the Dutch.
And I guess they were a bit high, and they were like, oh, look, there's this beautiful river, which is the Charente River. And that river goes all the way down to Cognac. This is the river that just passed down the chateau right here.
Okay.
It goes all the way to Angoulême. So they took that river, they came down, and then they saw that we're making wine. So they decided to trade this wine. So 13th century, the wine trade started in Europe. And so they took the wine here, they brought it back to Holland, but by then, we're not putting any sulfites or anything to keep the wine steady as we do today.
That's
You know,
right.
like the organic ones that we have, the funky ones that we have today. So
Yes.
that was the wine that we were drinking back then.
So by the time it got back to Holland,
It wasn't as good as it was
The
back in
brand, yes,
France.
it
So they were like,
changed.
what are we gonna do with that much French wine? So they decided to distill it because they were already making Genever, which is the grandfather of the gin. So they knew how to distill. So they decided to distill this wine with the idea that by distilling this wine, they'll get a concentration of aromas that will give them kind of like the essence of the wine, and then top it with water, and they would drink it like this to get the wine back. It didn't work out this way. It just created a whole new flavor, a whole new product that they were calling brandewijn, which means in Dutch, burnt wine. Because to distill, they were burning the wine, it was turning into steam, and became a liquid again, and they were just drinking it with water. And it was a fantastic drink, right? British people are like, we love what you guys doing with the French wine up in Holland. We cannot pronounce it brandewijn. So let's just rename it brandy. That's how the word brandy came to life.
Wow. So brandy was originally invented in Holland by them messing up transporting the wine from France.
Yeah.
Insane.
You need
History, man.
How
I
many
just learned
things
the lesson.
happen by accident?
Yo, some of the greatest things in life happen by accident.
That's what we have in our cup.
You already know. Some of the greatest joys we enjoy in life happen by accident, for sure. So that's an amazing story, and I know they call it brandy because, like they say, all brandy is cognac, but all cognac ain't brandy.
I'm sorry, my brother, you got it wrong. All cognacs are brandies, but not all brandies are cognac.
Cognac. There you go. I knew the slogan. I just had it backwards. It happens.
Because so the first alcohol that got the name brandy was the beginning of cognac. And now brandy is the word that we use for any fruit distillate, which is why you have apple brandy, peach brandy, cherry brandy, all those type of brandy. When you use a fruit, you can call it a brandy. Now, to be cognac, you have to be made in the region of Cognac.
Cognac, I know that.
So,
The
going
grapes have
back-
to be here.
Here, the grapes are all around the city.
Yes, everywhere.
And so those Dutch kept on coming to France, getting that much wine, shipping back to Holland, distilling it. And that was like a really trendy Northern Europe way to drink. And at one point, somebody had an idea. It was like, why do we keep going to Cognac to take that much wine? And we go all the way up to Holland, we distill and we have that little of distillate because you lose so much in distillation. And so somebody had the idea to bring the still in Cognac. And so now French people started to find out, oh, that's what you've been doing with our wine, because they were just trading the wine.
Yes.
They had no idea what was happening up there. And so they got into the process. So they were seeing like the Dutch were using like a specific still, distilling once, drink it with water. And the thing is like when you put the wine into the distillation process, it comes out as clear as water. You know, like a vodka or gin, like that's clear.
This is why you need the cognac tour, gentlemen. They teach
Oh, yeah,
you
come
this.
to the chateau, we'll show you
have
the
to.
whole thing.
That's right.
And so when they brought the still in France, the French people started to understand what they were doing, and they got involved in the process, and they added a layer of complexity by double distilling. So that will raise the ABV and give you something like more pure. And that was the very beginning of cognac. So now, again, the Dutch keep on trading the liquids. So this liquid now that was distilled in cognac was put into cask, because that was the only way you could travel, you could ship things. So they put the liquid into cask, and now they go back to Holland, they open the cask, the liquid is brown. So that's when we started to figure out that, oh, we can age it and it gets better and better. And then the first cognac houses came. Because again, like when they were distilling it in Holland, they were just getting the distillate and drinking
Going
straight
right there, yes.
with water. So everything was clear.
Yes. So
And
they
now the
didn't-
liquid was sitting into the cask for several months or years, and then it got brown, and they're like, okay,
Yeah,
because
listen.
of the exchange of the liquid with the wood.
We have barrels that's in this castle older than our country.
Oh yeah, we do.
It's insane. I know. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
we do. Oh no, older than the country? No. We have, the castle is definitely older than the country. But,
100%.
we started making cognac, like the very first cognac house was created in 1619. So America was already around. The Constitution wasn't there.
Well, we celebrated 250 years, man. You talking about 1619?
Well, we're about to celebrate in 4 years the 1,000 years
Yeah,
of
I
this
know.
castle.
I know. 4 more years. Here we go.
1,000. We built this
1,000
castle in
years.
1030.
1030. Insane.
So that's and that's part of the French history, because I'm jumping back into cognac in a minute. But this castle is the history of France, is the history of cognac, is the history of
The
Doucet.
French Renaissance was born here, man.
This castle was built in 1030. It became the royal castle of Cognac in 1494 when Francis I, the king of France, was born in the room just behind there.
That's right.
And,
History.
History.
History, bro.
History. 1494.
History. Social studies can't teach you this.
I mean, I had to come here to learn about it.
Me
Like,
too.
Like I didn't go to school
Boots
to learn
on the
about
ground.
this.
That's right. Yeah.
Even in the history books,
They
I
don't
learned
talk
about
about
Francis I. I didn't learn about the Château de Cognac.
Me neither. Until I
So-
came here. And until I met you. And then we did the tour. That's why I needed you to enlighten the people on what they drinking, what they enjoy, because they don't understand the making of VSOP, like VSOP and XO. Like, tell them the age difference. It takes 5 years to age VSOP.
It takes, so basically cognac, the process to make cognac is you take grapes that must be grown around a specific perimeter around the town of Cognac.
That's right.
You take those grapes, you harvest them about like mid-September, you press them, it gives you a juice, you let this juice ferment, or you add some yeast, it gives you a wine that you cannot really enjoy. It's not a drinkable wine. So then you distill it, but you will distill it 2 times. So we have a specific like alambic charentais. It's a pot still made fully out of copper, and this has a way to kind of like burn with like an open fire. It burns the wine. The wine turns into steam. Steam goes into the swan neck. We're gonna put a picture of the alambic
The
charentais
machine,
for
yeah,
people to understand like what
yes,
we're
with
talking
the
about.
distilling machine. Yes, I know.
So
We got
that
it downstairs.
that will help.
We're
That
gonna
will
show
help
them
understand.
some footage of it.
And then you have like this liquid. You put your wine, there's about like 12% ABV into this alembic or still. The first distillation will give you a liquid that we call brouillis, that is about 30% ABV. That's what the Dutch used to drink with water. That's the first distillate. Then the French came in and added, you take that brouillis and you put it back into the distillation for another round, and then it gives you the eau de vie. Eau de vie means water of life, because you know all the alcohols were created at the beginning with the sense of curing disease. So water of life is like drink a bit, and you know it helps.
So
it helps your
all
health.
they created liquor and wine and all that to cure. Yeah, it cure does. It cure does.
With moderation, always with moderation. But
It sure cure does.
But so you have this eau de vie that then will go into casks for several years, minimum of 2 years, to
2
be able
years.
to have the label cognac.
That's right.
And the thing is, your raw material is grapes. And every year, the grapes change. The same way
right.
you have vintages in wine. How do you achieve consistency in cognac with your raw material always changing? Because if you like this really nice Petrus, Chateau Petrus, I know you like the good Bordeaux wine, Chateau Petrus of 2012, the 2015 will taste different. And that's what you like in wines, because there's different ways of enjoying it because of the way the climate impact the grapes, how much
Yes.
rain, how much sun, all of this. Cognac, the key in cognac is consistency.
Yes.
But how do you achieve consistency when your raw material is always changing, years after years? They came up with the idea of blending different years together. So now we get into the subject. We have 3 main categories in cognac. We have VS, that means very special. That would mean that the youngest eau de vie inside the barrel, I spend a minimum of 2 years. That's the bare minimum. Then you got VSOP.
We don't want that. We don't want that.
We don't want that.
We don't want that. You want VSOP.
Then we got VSOP, very superior old pale.
That's right.
That means the youngest spend a minimum of 4 years.
That's
and
when
then
I cut.
EXO, extra old, it's a minimum of 10 years. And that's for every cognac houses. So we have those rules that are regulated by the BNIC, Bureau National Interprofessionnel du Cognac. It's basically the office that rules and regulates everything when it comes to cognac. Cognac is one, if not the most regulated spirit in the world. There's so many rules that you have to follow to create cognac that is really hard to make a bad cognac. I mean, like, you have so many rules that's why I love cognac. It's a beautiful category, it's a beautiful spirit, but of course, I love Douce the most because of the way it's crafted, the way it's made to kind of change the vision on how you perceive cognac, bring some modernity into cognac. And that's what we've been doing. Like at Château de Cognac, again, that's a castle that was built in 1030, but we started to make cognac in those walls in 1795. Again, I was saying the first cognac house was created in 1619. So 1795, we already knew what was cognac, how was cognac performing, what you need to get good cognacs. So there was this guy, Baron Otard, that wanted to create his own cognac brand. He was looking for the right place to make cognac. And 1795, we're like 6 years after the French Revolution. No more kings, right? So we're like, what to do with all those castles? And they put this castle up to auction. And this one merchant visited the castle and bought it for one purpose, to create his cognac brand.
That's right.
Because the particularity of this castle, we have like 10 feet wide walls, and the fits right in the Charente River. I mean, like the river is right here.
Right there.
And so this gives us like two different climates.
We can take that river to Amsterdam.
Yeah, you take the river, you go all the way up to the coast, and we're up there. That's
Straight up.
We do the trade trip.
They was trading that they was drinking that for that wine.
In casks. Imagine the edge cognac and all the cannabis casks.
Yo, so my thing is, right, we enjoyed cognac for so many years. A lot of people enjoyed it straight. Like, what I love about what we created with Douce, we was able to blend what people enjoy straight and then what others enjoy cosmopolitan cocktails. Like you would say, you know, you invented the blend of both here in France when people weren't doing that. What was your drive and your vision behind
So that's what, like, so I've been working with Douce for 7 years now, but I've been in the hospitality for 20 years. That's where I put my career. I love doing this. I love this industry, and I noticed in my bartender career that cognac wasn't really used in cocktails. I mean, like in bars, you could see like 15 tequilas, 20 whiskeys. I don't know how many vodkas, because vodka was really hot. It's still super hot in
vodka
France.
was booming.
And you know, I was looking to cognac because I just had an epiphany when I was living in London when I was like 20. And the thing is, I had to be in London to discover cognac.
Wow.
You know, that's a French spirit. And then I started my bartender career, and I noticed cognac wasn't used in cocktails, wasn't used in bars. And so in every bar that I worked, I pushed for cognac cocktails, because with this epiphany, I call it like the ratatouille moment. I had a really high-end cognac. I was like working in a restaurant, and the bar manager, like after dinner, gave me like a massive glass of cognac, and I could sip on it. And you know, like in ratatouille, when that piece of cheese close the eyes, the fireworks, that's what happened to me. I was 20 years old. In France, you're allowed to drink from 18, okay?
Wow.
So I was 20 years old. I wasn't underage. And I had these moments. And then I came back to France and realized cognac wasn't really celebrated. So I started to push it in all the bars. And I worked in Australia. I was putting cocktail with cognac on the menus. Then I came back to France. Was part of the opening of a cocktail bar focusing on whiskeys. But while I was in that bar, I was starting to discover like the other French spirits, Calvados, Armagnac. And I fell in love with those. And so with a friend of mine, Romain, we opened Le Syndicat in 2014, which was the very first and only cocktail bar in the world using only French alcohol. In order to showcase the craft that we have in France, to be proud of our liqueurs. Because the thing is, like 98% of cognac is exported. In France, we don't drink cognac.
I know.
That's for me, it's
when
insane.
I tell people that yo, when you come, like, think about it. I'm in Paris. I called you. Like, yo, bro, there's no way I can find a bottle of Douce. It's insane. They don't sell it anywhere. And we have to change that. Because it's not like the French don't love cognac, but I don't understand why they don't sell it.
They don't know much about it in a way that, for us, it's our grandpa's spirit. Because commonly in France, we've been enjoying cognac or all those other liquors
yeah.
at the end of the meal, like just neat, straight. So that's the vision that we have when it comes to cognac. The thing in America, cognac, we forgot about this, but cognac was one of the most used spirits at the beginning of the cocktail culture. In 1850s, when cocktails were created in New Orleans or somewhere else in America, cognac was the most readily available spirit. And a lot of classic cognac, cocktails were created first with cognac, and then onto used to other brands,
yes.
other categories. And we forgot about that because of two big moments within the world. So again, the cocktail era started in 1850s in America. The Sazerac was one of the first cocktails created with cognac. It was created with cognac. The Brandy Cresta, created in New Orleans, was the first cocktail with lemon juice in it. And so this inspired bartenders to open to create other recipes using fresh juices. And you see, like from the Brandy Cresta, so there was a guy called Joseph Santini. He had a bar called Jewel of the South in New Orleans. And he created Brandy Cresta to be like the most sophisticated drink back then. So there was like cognac, orange liqueur, maraschino liqueur, lemon juice. And shaken, the bit of soda, nice sugar rim, and a big peel of lemon. And that was like the wow cocktail of the era, okay? And everybody was like really raving about that cocktail. And bartenders started to look into this, okay, this is a bit of like too much work, so let's just kind of like dilute it down, and they created the Brandy Daisy. 1876 was the first time there was a mention of the Brandy Daisy, which was cognac, orange liqueur, lemon juice, and soda water. A really refreshing drink. And then came the whiskey daisy, rum daisy, gin daisy. But if you look at the way Brandy Daisy is made in 1870s, it was basically the sidecar, which is the most known cocktail with cognac, is a daisy in a way. How do you say margarita? Oh, how do you say daisy in Spanish, margarita? Margarita is a daisy. So what I'm doing right now with Duce is really reconnect everybody about like the mixability of the fact that cognac has always been used in cocktails, but like there was the phylloxera crisis. It's an epidemic that destroyed all the vineyards in France and Europe. So we couldn't make any more wine, so we couldn't make any more cognac, so bartenders had to swap recipes to keep the recipe alive, but not putting their hand on cognac. Then they put whiskey, they put rum. And then the prohibition happened in America. So another way like cognac stayed back from being the first thought product in cocktails. But I think what I love with Duce is that we are created here in the chateau. As you were saying, like it is a modern cognac, it is a cognac to make a cocktail with, because we've been making cognac since 1795. When we created Duce in 2012, we created it knowing how people drink today. So they still love to sip on their cognac, but they love to mix it too.
That's right.
Which is why we went straight to the VSOP to have, again, 4 years old, to have a cognac that has a lot of body that can be sipping for any cognac amateur, and then that has a lot of body that shines through any cocktails.
Anything.
So really
you drinking Duce or water.
Right
I'm
now,
over there with Duce and apple juice.
Right now, I'm just having the same way the Dutch were drinking like this Brandwinch. It was like the wine distillate with water. I'm just having Duce and clear water, still water.
And I got Duce with apple juice with a little splash of Coca-Cola to give it that pop. And not,
but you know, we're gonna
Duce with anything.
We're gonna have the Dear Summer cocktail too.
Yes, we got to make the Dear Summer cocktails for sure. We're gonna have that.
Dear Summer, like that's
a must.
So Dear Summer for me was again inspired by the Daisy. How to bring modernity. So honoring the past with the Daisy, but creating a modern cocktail inspired by you. Right?
Yeah, you asked me you like, yo, what's the favorite fruits? What's this? What's the flavors you like? And then you came up with something. I'm telling you, I've been getting calls about it all summer. Every event, people like, yo, they told me, Bleek, you had something to do with the Dear Summer drink. That drink, fire. Like, yeah, I gotta get my hands on that recipe.
We're gonna have on tonight or tomorrow during the show.
That's a fact.
But it's like Duce, Saint-Germain, because you gotta put that liquor, guava syrup, because my man loves that syrup because there's exotic notes.
You know, my first trip to Hawaii changed my life. I'm a guava man now.
Guava man, French Bleek guava man. A bit of lemon, and of course you like your bubbles, so turbo prosecco.
That's right. Gotta put the bubbles, man. Yo, Sully, man, I appreciate you. You already know Duce brand is what it is because of guys like you. And I want everybody to understand and know when it come down to mixing the drink, this guy got all the recipes. We gotta somehow get the recipes out. where we need to give it to the people. You know what I'm saying? Like I have it's like a dictionary book. I don't know.
Yeah.
You created this
No,
book?
that was before my time.
Okay, but I know some of your cocktails is in this book.
They're on the website. But we are redesigning the website, so check on duce.com later in the year. We're gonna have a whole new website. And,
Yeah, so people can understand, man. Trust me. Change your margaritas, your pina coladas, your sidecars. Put that Douce in there and change your life, man.
It works in every cocktail. Try in the espresso martini.
Oh my Jesus!
Right?
The espresso
Right.
martini. Oh my Jesus, man! That's it. It tastes like it should be illegal.
Man, I had one with XO. You gotta try an XO espresso martini. Phenomenal.
Oh, we on one. We
It's
on
like,
that.
I mean, like XO is mixable too.
That's right.
It is a higher skill. Our XO is 10 to 20 years with a 15 years average. It is delicious. You can mix it. You can. I mean, like I like it neat. I like it on the rocks, but I also like it in a good cocktail.
That's right.
But if you want to
That's
put
me.
some fruit, some lemon juice, the VSOP was created for that. So have fun with it. Anything work with Douce. I'm telling you, really.
Anything. Trust
Anything.
me. Mwah. Magnifico.
My brother.
My brother.
Thank you for having me
bro.
on the pod.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Anytime. You welcome.
I cannot
My
wait.
house is your house, man.
Did you tell them that tomorrow you're performing at the Chateau?
Yeah, they know. Tomorrow is the performance at the Chateau. They know this is what we do.
The first time in the history of the Castle of Cognac,
Hip hop.
hip hop gonna be played and performed within the walls.
I'm gonna be honest. The king rolling over in his grave. He'll behead all of us.
Oh, man, he'll be dancing on your head, bro. No, definitely.
They'll hang our head on the bridge. Love my brother. Cheers.
Amen.
My
I
guy.
appreciate you, man.
Come on, man. Let's go. You know what it is, man. Got my guy Puzo back
Yes,
in the
sir.
building.
Yes, sir. Salud.
We out here, man.
Sit down.
But I ain't gonna front. You was acting a little shook, like it's your first time, like you just met a chick.
I just had Douce with water, Douce with pineapple, Douce with soda, Douce with apple juice.
You activated?
Douce with everything. Douce over everybody.
You act that. That's
So
what I'm talking about.
I had
man.
to get a little bit of sip on to understand what
You
it was.
ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready
You
right
ready?
now. I'm feeling great. I'm out here in Cognac, France for the music festival.
Let these guys know though, man. They talking out there reckless. Tell them we about to get on yo.
We don't ever talk reckless over here though. It's
But
just
we
grown
about to
man
get.
talk.
Tell them,
Grown man
listen.
talk.
Let them know, Pools. We about to get on that culture every day. They want them topics. They want us to talk about them topics. They want to know why Jane been on the pod.
There's so much to talk about. They want to compare.
Yo, they want to
us-
know why Jane been on the
You want to
pod.
compare us to GQ, which is it's an honor. Thank you, because I don't even know how I belong in the conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
There's there's a whole nother level to the game. When I saw that, I said, wow, they compared us to GQ.
We lit.
Thank you.
You know what?
You heard?
I like that. You see,
Yeah,
you can
I'm
rhyme.
rhyming now.
You
I-
can
I've been
rhyme.
with some
See
of the
what
best
happened?
writers. I've been around some of
See
the
what
best
happened?
writers.
Yo, Dior, you rubbing off.
Some of the
Dior.
best writers, the Golden Pen.
You too
Shout out
much. He
Dior.
in the studio
Some
with
of the
Dior.
best writers, some of the best brilliant people in the industry. So I've been able to sit and be a fly on the wall in a lot of rooms that I didn't belong in. And shout out to you for that. Like a lot of different situations.
No, man,
I'm
we've
like the
been
janitor. I'm
everywhere.
like the janitor in the room. Like I'm just soaking everything in. And I
Yo.
applied a lot of that in my life, what I did, my other endeavors to that, because I'm not a music person, but I learned through you, people like Dior, Bank, shout out Bank.
Rest
certain
in
people
peace,
that are
Black
legends.
Rob.
Black Rob was originally my family.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
heard? So,
you know what I'm saying? That's where I met the Pools. You were hanging with Black Reezy.
I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan of hip hop. I'm a fan of the culture. So
Let them know,
a lot of people call me a culture vulture because of my skin.
Nah.
So I had to
We
get
ain't with that.
I had to get a tan in Cognac. You heard?
Yeah, John, we ain't
So,
with
yeah, I
that.
had
This
to
is
get a
my,
tan and
this is
cognac.
my, this is my black white
myself,
friend.
so I can get invited to the barbecue.
You been at the bar.
But
Yo,
I'm
listen.
Sicilian.
Yo,
I'm Sicilian.
chill.
I'm Sicilian.
Yo, chill.
I'm blacker than you, Bleek.
Yo,
I'm
chill.
Sicilian. I'm blacker
I
than you.
took this dude to a soul food spot in
I'm
Brooklyn.
Sicilian.
Yo,
I'm blacker than you.
Yo, what was the soul food spot we went to in Brooklyn? They gonna kill me.
I couldn't think of the name if I know.
Oh my God,
it was,
yo,
it was a
he
food
ate that-
chaser. It was a food chaser.
Yo, no, oh, I took him to Food Chasers in
was one of the
Philly.
food chasers,
I took
yeah.
you to a spot. We went to New
It was a food
Orleans.
chaser. It was a food
Yo,
chaser.
this guy listen. Puzo.
I showed my roots.
He might be wearing champion hoodies
Show my
and discus sweatpants at night when he not with me.
I show my roots. I show my roots. My family is originally from Corleone and Naples, so I'm Southern Italian.
If you see this man in a
But
pair of
I'm
construction
actually
Timbs and some
American.
Carhartt jeans, just let him
Stop
be
it.
on his way. He
Stop
going
it.
to the soul food restaurant.
Stop it. Thanks to Bleek, I got invited to the barbecue. But that being said, I'm better at basketball than Bleek.
Never.
I could jump higher than Bleek.
Never. White men
I
can't
can't
jump.
rhyme like Bleek.
White men can't jump. We seen the movie.
Yo, listen, your man Cheech will tell you.
Cheech, yo.
Advanced production, the best shooters in
Dominicans
France.
can't play basketball
Advanced
either.
Productions, the best shooters in France. But Tommy Puzo, the best shooter in New Jersey. Al Harrington, everybody bring it.
Tommy Vegan.
Bring it.
Tommy Vegan.
Bring it. Everybody
The
want
EP
to
coming.
listen, that's arcade games, video games, whatever games. Leisure
you smoke?
sports, I'm your guy.
Damn. He said,
I'm your
listen,
guy.
Sega,
Leisure
Nintendo,
sports, any video games.
Xbox,
Yeah, virtual.
PS4,
we out
5,
here.
3,
We out
2,
here.
1, original, anything you want smoke on, Game
I'm
Boy,
just saying, listen, I come from uptown Dykeman,
GameCube,
Riverside Church.
PS
Church.
Vita,
Coach Ernie Lorch. Google him. Ernie Lorch.
Thumb wrestling.
No, stop it. Riverside Church, uptown, was where it started. So go
We
Google
want
that.
smoke and
Go Google
anything that's competition.
Go Google that. Go
Baseball,
Google that. It's
roly
the
poly,
Rucker Park,
dodgeball,
George Washington Bridge.
suicide,
Stop it.
Coca Levia,
Douce with water.
hot peas and butter,
Douce with water.
whatever they want to
They
battle
wanted a
with.
second episode,
Skelly.
right? No, listen, stop it. Hold on.
What they want to battle?
let's-
Frisbee,
like a
whatever they
fisherman.
want to battle with.
Reel that
we
in.
could battle with.
Reel that
I
in,
play.
Bleek.
What they used to say, we
This is
all
a-
American.
This sound like a Brooklyn versus Harlem rivalry, and I'm over the bridge in northern New Jersey.
Yo,
where I grew
you
up.
brought it back, man. That's what I'm saying. What they want to battle? ColecoVision.
Nah, listen.
We got all the games.
I
all
wanna
smoke.
go on the record.
Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and
want-
Kid Pac-Man.
I want to go on the record for competitiveness.
Atari and
Bleek,
Atari
Bleek.
2600.
Hold
Y'all
on.
don't know about that.
You sound like
And Rabbit.
You sound like a something champs. Let me
Neo
talk for a second.
Geo.
Let me talk for a second. Can I talk for a second? In competitive sports, right? When you grow up in Brooklyn and you play anything from beanbags
Yo.
to shuffleboard to basketball, anything competitive.
Even
when
fire
you go
in the
against
fire
when
hydrant.
you go against a Brooklyn cat,
We
they
battle
will
with
talk
everything.
the most shit in the world. A lot of them will back it up, but this guy, Marcy, the
listen,
whole
We
Ben
could battle with
Stuyvesant-
cooking pancakes.
Hold on, you talking a lot right now
Omelets.
on your own show. Sully, thanks for the Douce and water. Your guy Bleek,
I'm lit right now.
Brooklyn.
But I'm just letting them know we competitive in everything.
I hate him so much. that I claimed grimy gates.
Backflips, front flips, LDs.
You think he's Rodney Dangerfield?
Whatever they want to do, we can
You
battle.
think he's
Whatever.
Rodney Dangerfield
Any
now. He's
field.
doing the triple Lindy on the top.
Whatever they
on the
Willian,
top backboard. He think he-
Indus.
Stop it. Stop it, bro. These Brooklyn dudes, man, let me tell you, like,
Skids.
I'm from northern New
whatever they
Jersey.
want to do.
He's not going to stop.
You want to put the quarter water in the tire, motorcycle,
I consider myself from New Jersey,
Yo.
but I'm really an uptown dude.
even walking the fence.
Listen to these
Niggas
Brooklyn
can't battle
people.
me.
These dudes from Brooklyn, they spit and they talk more than anybody.
Yeah, I'm just you started it. You said competition, so I just wanted to let them know
It's an ebony and ivory. It's an
Anything you
ebony
wanna
and
battle
ivory
with.
rivalry right now.
we could battle.
It's Larry
I
Bird
do
versus Magic
everything.
Johnson. You heard?
All that stuff we
It's
named.
Larry Bird versus Magic
I'm
Johnson.
very diverse in a lot of different,
Paul
different
McCartney
planets.
and Michael Jackson, Sheen said.
That's right.
I'll take Paul McCartney. I got you. What's
Let's
up,
go.
Mike? You can't moonwalk on nothing.
You know what I'm saying? But we
Douce
battling
water.
these dudes. Whatever they want
Douce
to
and
do.
cold water.
Pointing, stare contest.
You saying cold water. You heard? I was put on by the locals. They
They
told
want
me.
to arm wrestle, thumb wrestle. I said that one.
Listen, our
We
camera
can
guys,
do
our
whatever they
camera
want to
guys,
do, yo. Whatever
advanced
smoke
production.
y'all want. We
Our
on
camera
that
guys
type of
told
time.
me, Sullivan said,
Drinking.
Hold on, shh. Hold up a second. I gotta shush you.
Don't shish me.
I have to. I'm
Don't shish me.
I'm the only one that can do that.
Yo. What you trying to
After
shish
the
me to
show,
say?
after the show, you can
But
punch
what
me in
you
the face.
shish me to say?
After the show, you can punch me in the face.
But what you shish me to say?
After the show, punch me in
But
the
say
face.
what you shishing to say.
Sullivan taught me about Douce and cold water. It is a fucking vibe. It's a movement.
You lucky you said that.
It went
you
from,
know
it
what
went
it
from
is.
Daisy to Jay-Z.
Ooh.
You heard? So the 30-year reunion is real.
Yo.
You just got to.
J30, Reasonable Doubt.
You just gotta know your
30
history.
years later, after a sheet of paper
right.
was ripped out of
That
notebook
part.
and told me it'd change my life, and goddamn has it changed my life. I wouldn't be here without that piece of paper.
Likewise.
You know what it is.
Likewise.
Duce Mafia, live in Cognac, France.
Shout out King Francois.
Live at Château
1494,
de
you heard?
Cognac.
Without him, none of this is possible.
And with my man Puzo, we ready to battle y'all niggas in anything.
Duce Mafia, you heard?
Even
I'm up. I'm out of here. It's
what
done.
they do.
I'm done.
What white people, they be doing games like
Oh wait, now we're gonna
pillow
whoa,
sack
whoa,
racing
I have
and
to sit
stuff
down.
like
I have to
that,
sit
right?
down. I have to sit down.
They
on
be
some-
doing
I have to sit down
potato
on some
sack
Stevie Wonder.
racing.
It's
And
ebony and ivory and
what they
love.
want to do?
Hold on.
Limbo.
We want to hold up. There's no limbo lower now. We want ebony. We want ivory. We want Duce.
Yo, they
we
want battle
love
in
for
salsa
everybody. No,
and the
no,
Macarena.
Bleek, this is Dominican Bleek. You sounding off live. You heard?
Yeah.
Hey, bachata, salsa.
We battle
Ya
in
tú sabes,
everything.
como dominicano, tú
Rock
say,
Solid.
ya tú sabes.
Château de Cognac.
Pop.
Puzo. Tommy Vegan.